A lot of my artwork tends to investigate, in a very similar way to my research, kind of the things that we consider to be default, the things that we take for granted, that fade into the woodwork, that we kind of assume are commonplace over time. And I'm really interested in using technology to kind of pull those to the surface and investigate it. Lately, my work has really been concerned with investigating technology as a cultural object in and of itself. So in thinking about the ways that technology kind of informs our day-to-day practices, the ways that we rely on it, the way that it guides and shapes and directs the actions that we take on a regular basis. Fundamentally, I consider myself to be an internet artist. I'm using the internet, I'm using computation as a mechanism by which to examine kind of social and political tensions, both within technology as well as within technologically enabled interactions or processes that we encounter on a regular basis. So to me, I don't think that my art practice and my scholarship are two different things. I think that they're very much connected. And part of the challenge of my path in the PhD program has been trying to create a hybrid approach. How can I be taken seriously as an artist while doing this very academic scholarly work? And at the same time, how can I have my creative practice taken seriously within the academy as a legitimate form of research that is contributing to knowledge production and knowledge dissemination? So I have really been getting into kind of manual forms of printing lately. I have worked a lot with like digital printing before, but there's something really interesting for me about kind of doing all of these prints and not having them come out the same every single time. And so I've been working with a lot of printing processes where there's that inherent error. And there's something really interesting to me about that error and about how things are not automated and mechanical that really reflects, it speaks to technology in an interesting way, I think. Over the years in my art practice, I have really started to become aware that the creative decisions that I make a lot of times are guided by what I am or am not given permission to do by the tech company who owns or operates the tools that I'm using. And so I wanted to do a project that really kind of surfaces these tensions in an explicit way and thinks about those power relationships and how they shape the things that we are able to produce as part of our art practices. Machine Readable was a solo exhibition that happened here at Vox Populi over the summer in 2021. And it consisted of these 5 projects that all kind of targeted ways that human behavior has been influenced or impacted by technology in a variety of ways. So from emotion and affect to our perceptions of ourselves and identity, to the way that we read machine language. I did a piece about error messages and software development, to the development of technological protocols and the way that they kind of use established social hierarchies as a base on which to build. And all of these, I think, are really asking the question of how does technology both reflect and impact our social interactions and the ways that we behave, both internally with ourselves and around other people on a regular basis in ways that we might not even think about. So, to me, it's all about finding those intersections. And I think at the heart of it is figuring out a way to legitimize the crossover and the gray area and kind of revealing that boundary between art and research as totally arbitrary, which I think a lot of other scholars are also doing very well.